Hey guys, today we're back with another book review and we're going to talk about Twisted by Emily McIntire. This is book 4 in the Never After series and this is my favorite so far. Um it kind of has a little bit of an advantage over the others because Aladdin is one of my favorite Disney movies and that's what this is based off of, but I just really enjoyed like everything about this book. Um, this book is about a girl named Yasmin who's supposed to be Jasmine, and she's the princess, her dad's princess. And her dad's name is Ali. Um, but her dad owns a he does some shady dealings on the black market, how all of these characters in these books do. And he doesn't want his daughter involved. He doesn't feel like a woman should be involved in these things. And she's just kind of gets to do her own thing, not a part of the business. His right hand man, on the other hand, Julian, who is supposed to be Jafar, is in the middle of the ins and outs of this business, and he kind of does all the dirty work for Ollie. Him and his pet snake. I don't remember what the snake's name is, but it's kind of sick. That was the one thing I didn't like. I just don't like snakes, so I was like, oh no, no, I don't want to read this. I don't want to read this, but it made sense for the character, I guess. Um, but the book starts. I mean, it starts pretty like you press go and you're gone. Um, the book starts and Yasmin is in love with one of their servants. I think his name is Aiden. He's supposed to be Aladdin. Um, and Julian catches them doing the hanky panky, and so he's like, oh. Also, I didn't love this part, but he likes watching them. And she likes him watching them, so that was an interesting revelation for her. But he now is like, oh, I have this like to use over her head if I need her to get me in her dad's good graces. And the story quickly progresses where her dad gets really sick. um I believe he had cancer in the book. uh and so he wants to marry Yasmin off so she is taken care of, to make sure that there's a man to take care of her once he's gone. Um, obviously, if anyone's seen Aladdin, we know how she feels about that. She's a strong, independent woman. She understands how these the ins and outs of the business works, even though her dad doesn't want her involved, and she wants to learn, but he won't let her. So her only option, in his eyes, is marriage. And so Aiden is trying to convince her to tell her dad, like, hey, tell him that you're in love with me, and then like I can go talk to him and we can make it work. Like I can prove to him that I'm a good man. And she's like, no, no, like he won't go for that. No, we have to find another way. We have to find another way. And at the same time, Julian is like, all right, I am like pissed off because he's gonna marry his daughter off, and I'm not even gonna get in on this business. Like, whoever she marries is gonna own this company. I've worked with him since I was a young kid. Like, this is bullshit. So that's where his story kind of takes a turn, and he concocts the plan for him and Yasmin to start dating and to convince her dad that they're in love so they'll get married. So he gets the company, and Yasmin can, after her dad dies, they can get a divorce, and she can go with Aiden and run off, live happily ever after. And that's kind of where the story takes a turn. Obviously, they're in that fake dating. We all know how that goes in stories. They start catching feelings for one another, and Julian sends Aiden off with, I believe his name is Ian, who's supposed to be Iago, his henchman in Egypt, to go find the magic lamp, which is a really like rare relic that sells for a lot of money on the black market. And so he's like, if we get that, like we'll be able to have control. So he sends off Ian and Aiden, and so it's just Yasmin and Julian, and her dad slowly like getting sick and his health declining. So of course that's gonna kind of bring them together because of their relationship with Ali. Like they both like one, she's his daughter, and for Julian, he's known him since a young child. Like he looks to him as a father figure. So those emotions run high and kind of like push them together. But Julian, in his mind, is convinced it's not real. Um, so the story progresses, and I'm not going to get too much more in detail on that because it gets really good. And if I don't want to give you guys any spoilers, so if you want to read it, go read it. It was really good. I rated this one a 5 out of 5. I think I gave it like a 3 out of 5 spice. It had a decent amount of spice in it, and the book was just really good. The story went really well, and I mean, I blew through this book. I'm really excited to read the last two in this Never After series, but yeah, that was Twisted. I gave it a 5 out of 5. It is available on Kindle Unlimited. I hope you guys read it and let me know what you think in the comments. Bye, guys.